Hello and welcome, my name is Sean from Skatehut and this is our new series on how to skateboard, and this is episode 1, first steps. Right, so you've just got your first board and the first part of this is going to simply be how to stand. So, the easiest way to go through this, any foot, you can have, start with your left, start with your right, doesn't matter at all. Place one foot on, move your shoulders over that leg, then your other foot. This is where a lot of people find it difficult because they move the shoulders with the foot, that's why the board moves. Now to repeat, leg, shoulders, leg, and to dismount, leg, shoulders, leg. Easy as that. We're now able to stand on the board. Next thing is going to be your stance, so regular or goofy. Easiest way to determine that is going to be looking over your left shoulder, on your right shoulder. One most likely will feel a little bit easier than the other. If not, don't worry massively. The following steps, try with either foot and you'll find one becomes a bit more natural. For myself, I find it easier looking over my left. And I skate regular, which is left foot forwards, right foot back. Moving on, this then determines your footing. So your front foot, to start, you want to have over your leading bolts at a 45-degree angle, and your back foot can either be straight across your back bolts or on your tail. If you're a bit uncomfortable, start on the bolts, moving towards your tail later on. We can stand, and most of us will know what stance we are. Obviously we want to move now, so the next stage is going to be learning how to push. Now, for me, I push just regular, so it's with my back foot. I'll do this in 2 parts, one for this style and one for Mongo style, don't worry. Now, again, with your shoulders, you want that to stay over whichever foot stays on the board. So for me, my front foot, take your back foot off. As you can see, I'm now pointing my front foot forwards. That just makes it easier to balance when pushing. It will become easier as you practice this part more because you need to twist back after. Now, keep your shoulders over this foot at all times. Crouch, gentle push, foot back on, bring your leg back. So to go over it again, straighten, shoulders, push, back on, straighten. Right, so to touch upon Mongo, I'm going to do in my switch because I do push Mongo skate switch myself. You're going to have the foot on the board straight, again shoulders over that leg, gentle push on, but then you adjust your back foot to point out, because this one you should be able to step straight into position. Now to recap, straight, push, on. Simple as that. Okay, so now we're moving, we could do with learning how to stop. The preferred method is to drag your heel. Now we're going to repeat a lot of the process from when we was learning how to push, in the sense that your front foot will go straight, just like before. Make sure your shoulders are over that leg and you'll drop your heel to the floor. Now, practice will teach you how hard, because you only want to press, you don't want to put your foot down. If you put your entire foot down, you will stop, but very quickly. If you're already going fast, that doesn't end well. Now, to repeat the process, so straighten, shoulders, drag. You can use it to just slow down a bit or to come to a stop. Right, so the last part of today's lesson is going to be lean turns. Now that's going to be either front side or back side. All it is a way of using the board to turn and change direction. Now, if I point my board directly towards all of you watching, you can practice this at home at the time. If you put weight on your toes, again, keep yourself central, you can see the board starts to lift on one side, and again, pressing on the heels, lifts the other way. Now in motion, which you will see very shortly, that will steer you. Practice makes perfect on this, particularly with front side turns, which is when you're pressing on your heels, as it's a bit awkward when you begin. You'll feel as though you're starting to fall. Keep your knees bent and trust yourself. There's not much else with the lean turns apart from keeping your knees bent and gradually apply more pressure. So first one we'll do is backside, which is weight on your toes. Now lean on your toes. Okay, so the second one will be front side, which is where we lean on our heels. Now lean on the heels, knees bent, trust yourself. So that was our first episode on how to skateboard. Part 2 will be coming soon. Don't forget to check back in, keep practicing, keep rolling, and let us know any comments or suggestions you have, and we will see you next time.